I wanted to say hi to Dennis Poor and Dennis Poor. Did I tell the story of Dennis Poor earlier in this program? Did I? No. Dennis is an amazing producer, and he's producing the Broadway show that we're working on. And he's a musician, great piano player, and helping us put together everything, producing the Broadway musical called Triumph of the Spirit.
Great. So when is the musical going to be?
I think they start a run in LA in October.
Okay, fantastic. So Like the River will be featured?
Like the River started it all off for us. And
wow. Okay, cool.
Yeah, this is a very special novelty song for me, and the way it all got recorded in the first place. And I had written it in Sydney. And after starting a whole new life and kind of going a whole new way. So this song brought me a lot of courage when I was writing it alone. So I knew it was a very special song just because of how I was feeling while I was writing it. Sometimes you feel different things when you're writing songs, but sometimes you feel something very special when you're during the process of it. Naomi is a writer. So you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Like when you're putting it together and when you're doing the chords of it and when you're kind of structuring it, you know that it's something very special, which makes you kind of work on it harder.
Yeah, more effort.
Yeah, the feeling of it requires more effort because it grabs you and it wakes you up and it makes you go to the studio. It makes you pick up your guitar. It's that feeling of the song that does that for the songwriter. So this song did that for me, and our whole MKF band coming together was because of this one song. And I've never really told the story of the song to any of the band members because we're always running and we're always trying to get from one place to the other, and we hardly get to talk about anything else. So through this program, we're also kind of bonding amongst us as well. And as the program goes, you're going to meet all the other members. Joe Manton on bass, amazing bass player. Ron Manton on guitars, and Sean
Phil Sander
on piano, amazing piano player.
Yeah, Sean.
Fantastic. Well, that's so cool.
So all the Grace,
the other angel.
Beautiful third person who sings with us. She can't make it tonight because she's doing some stuff up north. That is up north, isn't it?
Yeah.
Very up north.
So next time we'll probably have her on with us. And also, what I was going to say, the Win-Win Tunes situation.
Yes. So winwintunes.com.
There you go.
Cool.
You remember it. That's awesome. And Kelly's song, Kelly. Keep calling you Kelly.
This is funny.
We just
I'm not going to...
We just decided I'm just going to call
My
it
name's
Kelly.
not Ellie, it's Kelly, so...
So Ellie's working on her own recording in her own way, and she has a very set idea of how her sound is gonna be, and what you want out of it, and that's really good to kind of do your own thing and trying to find your own sound. I think it took me years and years of work to find out what I wanted to do with the sound. I had access to drummers and bass players, and piano players and everything, but then it's like, what do you ask them to do? What do you want them to play? You know, if you have them. So development, I really respect that about you, that you're doing your development thing, and that's what Naomi is doing. And every time I meet Tamison, she's always into singing, and she's doing her singing bit and running from one place to another trying to just get the singing bit.
It's a big life, isn't it? Keeps you very busy.
Oh yeah, it's fun.
You can tell us a little bit about what you want to do and.
Oh, okay. Alright. Well, I've always been on very border on music theatre. I really like kind of my jazz and my, that kind of a thing. But I really enjoyed doing music theatre all through since meeting Mahmood. I was halfway through a musical at that time, and I was really full on into it, so I was actually lucky to get that gap to kind of hang out with these guys and roll with that. But in the meantime, I do gigs here and there, and then teach, which is really, I love doing that, and I would imagine that after all my performings done that I'll probably end up doing that, teaching singing.
So the passion's just everywhere, and you put it into life.
It was like that in high school. I didn't really try in anything else except for music with that kind of energy and passion. So it's just rolled through Bachelor of Music, and now,
that's fantastic. That's so cool.
And what I want you to guys to kind of get a hold of is see how down to earth she is, talented, doing her bit, and still is really cool to work with, and down to earth, which is really important. And that's also part of our band. Everybody is really normal.
In our own way.
Which may be one of the reasons why we may never get signed to a major label, which is okay, but you got to be normal, and you got to kind of know where you're coming from. I always do. And it's a good thing.
Cool.
And the song kind of represents that. So let's just kick it. Hey.
Great.
Let's do this.
Yeah.
Like the river.
Yeah. Move up so I can. Yeah.
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 Awesome.
1, 2, 3, 4. Follow you every way you give me, you must stay. Hear you calling and I feel it in the unknown. A new day, bright warm sun, for a new dimension. I've been working for so long. Them superstitious, I could never do no wrong. There's an opposition, I look closer to the glory. Finally I made it, found you in my life story.
New crazy love I seek in life to keep me flowing like the river, like the river. Under the cold and dark in light, there lies the magic of the giver, like the river.
Completely a new plan, no wasting, no right wrong, free falling in a deeper connection. Are we maybe looking for a final solution, for a new dimension? I've been working for long, never superstitious, I could never do no wrong. There's an opposition, I live closer to the glory. Finally I made it, found you in my life story.
New crazy love I seek in life to keep me flowing like the river,
like the river.
Under the cold and dark in life, there lies the magic of the giver,
like the river. Follow you every way you give me, you must stay. Hear you calling and I feel it in the unknown. A new day, bright warm sun,